It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Lions and the Giants, and it comes.
Slot man moves right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So now the Lions go on offense in a great starting spot. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Short completion, just 4 yards, and 3rd and 8 now. Now Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the gun on 3rd down. Strong. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Strong. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aleem McNeil in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Looking to throw. Strong. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they... And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and when we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
The Lions offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the interception, here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 1. St. Brown in motion right. Goff now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Goff. That's pulled in by Brooks. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Off play action. Here's Goff. Rodgers brings it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Second down and 4. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Brooks. And he gets halfway there down to the 1 yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. One more time with Brooks. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. In possession, switching back to the New York Giants. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Pretty good throw there by the rookie to move the chains.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Lions' 26-yard line.
Off play action. Strong. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Strong. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year. In motion comes the tight end left. Now Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brooks. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. A run out of the gun with Brooks. Gets past one man. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Here's Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Here's Goff. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count, if you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw is Goff. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing to start the drive. Strong. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 2nd and 6. This is caught by Robinson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, and that one closing in on halftime with the Cowboys out on top. Chase Brown with a touchdown run. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. Devon Achane with a touchdown run. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Jaden Daniels has thrown a touchdown pass.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Back to throw, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 45-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now it's Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing again is Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Brooks running left. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2nd down and a yard. Up the middle with Brooks here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the gun, here's Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Goff now looks to throw. This is caught. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here's Brooks. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Strong. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there. Got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Strong. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
13 yards on the play. And the Giants first down.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
3rd down, here's Tracy. He's still barreling through. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
A 33-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Play action. It's gone.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Now a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Goff now to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Got it complete to Rodgers. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
St. Brown in motion right.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And even with the missed field goal that we just saw, they still have to try and erase a 2-score 4th quarter deficit.
Throwing to start the drive. Strong.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
second and 10.
Back to throw. Strong. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for a Giants first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Robinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's second down.
Back to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And here, down 2 scores, you've still got some time, but you've got to start thinking about preserving the clock when you can. And that's a nice job to secure the football, pick up the first down, and get out of bounds.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the give, it's Tracy.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game.
Now Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
Here's a handoff to Brooks.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Once again, it's Brooks.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The battle in the trenches, never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down, Lions.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Giants now down 20-15. 1:46 to go. They'll have to go 90-plus yards, and a field goal does them no good as they've got him with a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw.
Pass complete to Robinson.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Here's second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone's going to be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They'll look to throw again.
And that's going to be incomplete.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, it came down to the final play in such a close ballgame. What a game it was, but they can't get that last throw off. Good job by that defense to get in there for the sack to seal it.
And for fans watching the game, a little bit anticlimactic, don't you think, partner? Not even able to get off one last throw to see how it would have turned out. Instead, pass rush got to him and ended it that way.
So for Detroit,
the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.